Good morning. Today is February 29th, 2024, and we're moving right along. There is no February 29th in our reading. It goes right from February 28th to March 1st. Now what do we do? What am I going to do? I know. Let's play the random questions about everything we've read so far because I'm not sure what else to do on Leap Day game. You ready? Let's play. Alright, so I'm going to ask some questions. Starting from the beginning, from creation. What did God create on the first day? Light. Let me know how you do when we're done. What did God create on the seventh day? Nothing. He rested. That was a trick question. On what day did God create people and animals? The sixth day. I think you knew that one. Did Adam and Eve have belly buttons? I don't know. Did they? Something to think about. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? I don't know, but I think it was the chicken. Which of Adam and Eve's sons' offerings to the Lord was unacceptable? Cain. What occupations did Cain and Abel have? Abel kept flocks, and Cain worked the soil. Who was the first murder victim? That was Abel, murdered by Cain. What was Adam's third son's name? Elaine and Rich. Jessica, you guys should know this. Seth. Hi, Seth. Whose death is not recorded, but instead, the Bible says he was taken away. That was Enoch. That's how I want to go. Who is the longest living person recorded in the Bible? It's a funny name. Starts with an M. Methuselah. 969 years. That's too long for me. Who were Noah's children? Should know this one. Shem, Ham, and Japheth. I gotta get the music back. Excuse me. Oops.
That's better. Triple A.
Okay. What was Noah's wife's name? This is Noah. The Bible doesn't say her name. What did God instruct Noah to build? Where's my music? What did God instruct Noah to build? An ark. Very good. I'm having technical difficulties. I'll get rid of this. Maybe that will help. All right. Who shut the door of the ark when it was time to set sail? God did. Very good. Why is this not playing? Anyway, how long did it rain? 40 days and 40 nights. What unit of measurement was used to build the ark? The cubit. What bird did Noah send out first in search of dry land? There we go. A raven. What bird did not return on the 285th day? A dove. Here's an easy one. What did God use as a sign of promise to never flood the earth again? You know this. A rainbow. What was Abraham's name originally? Sounds similar. Abram. Very good. What was Sarah's name originally? Sarai. Very good. What lie did Abram tell about his wife and why? He said that she was his sister. Because of her beauty, he was afraid of being killed. It was only a half lie because she was his half sister. All right, who was the king high priest who blessed Abram? Another M name, another funny name. Melchizedek. It's an important name. We'll see it again. What promise did God make to Abram? He promised that he would be father to many sons. That his ancestors would be as numerous as the stars. Why did Abram take Hagar as a second wife? Sarai was barren, and so that she convinced him so that he would have sons. What was Abram's first son's name? Ishmael. What sign did God command Abraham to use as a covenant between them? Circumcision. Kind of a strange covenant. Who did Lot insist stay with him in his house in Sodom? 2 angels. How old were Sarah and Abraham when they had Isaac? They were pretty old. Do you remember their ages? They were 90 and 100. Very good. What offering did God provide Abraham in place of Isaac? Remember when God told Abraham to bring Isaac and place him on an altar and sacrifice him? God provided a ram. Where was Sarah buried? In a cave that Abraham bought from the Hittites. How did Abraham help Isaac to find a wife? He sent a servant to the land of his ancestors. So who did Isaac marry? Rebecca. What did the Philistines do out of jealousy of Isaac's wealth and success? They stopped up his wells with dirt. That was mean. So Rebecca was barren like Sarah, but had 2 sons. What were their names? Jacob and Esau. Esau sold his birthright in exchange for what? Always involves food. Some of Jacob's stew. It must have been pretty good stew. Why did Rebekah and Jacob deceive Isaac with food, wine, Esau's clothes, and goat hair? To gain Isaac's blessing on Jacob. How many years did Jacob work for Laban in order to marry Rachel? Kind of a trick question. 14 years. He was tricked into marrying Leah after 7 years. And then he worked 7 more because he must have really loved Rachel. How many wives and children does the Bible say Jacob had? He had 4 wives, 12 sons, and only 1 daughter is mentioned in the Bible, which is Dinah, but I think he probably had more daughters. What was Jacob's name changed to in Genesis 35, 9, and 10? Israel. How did Simeon and Levi take revenge on Shechem and the city for the rape of their sister Dinah? That was a great story. They convinced them to circumcise themselves, and they ambushed them during their healing. For some reason, I think that story is hilarious. Who are the youngest sons of Jacob and only sons of Rachel? Rachel had 2 sons, Joseph and Benjamin. What article of clothing owned by Joseph caused jealousy with his brothers? Everyone should know this. Coat of many colors. It's a story we've heard before. What spiritual gifting did Joseph have that brought trouble with his brothers but helped him in his later years? He had dreams and could interpret dreams. Who did the brothers sell Joseph to instead of killing him? He sold them to the Ishmaelites, who in turn sold him to Potiphar, Pharaoh's captain of the guards.
With the Amex Gold Card,
Which brother pleads to Joseph to release Benjamin after Joseph tricked them?
all out.
Judah. What animal did Jacob call Judah in his final blessings before he died? He said that he was a lion. I bet you got that one right, Elaine. Which of Jacob's or Israel's sons did Moses descend from? Levi. We thought Levi was a pair of jeans. Who pulled baby Moses out of the Nile? Do you remember? It was Pharaoh's daughter. How did God first speak to Moses? In a burning bush. What did God turn Moses' staff into when he threw it on the ground? A snake. Yuck. Who did God say would help Moses speak in leading the Israelites out of Egypt? Moses' brother, Aaron. Name 3 of the 10 plagues of Egypt. Can you think of them? There were 10 of them. Water to blood, frogs, gnats, flies, livestock disease, boils, hail, locusts, darkness, and the death of the firstborn, the angel of death. What Jewish holiday was a result of the last plague, the plague of death, before Pharaoh let Israel go? It's going to be coming up in a month or 2. Passover. Very good. What 2 objects did God use to lead the Israelites in the Exodus? There was a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. Whose bones did the Israelites carry with them in the Exodus? Joseph's. How many Israelites were part of the Exodus? A lot. 600,000 men. We don't know how many women and children. So probably close to 2 million. What sea did Moses part? The Red Sea. What meat did God provide the Israelites when they complained for meat? Quail. What does the Hebrew word manna mean? It means, what is it? Because they didn't know what it was. How did God provide water for the Israelites? He instructed Moses to strike the rock at Horeb, and it would bring forth water. Who suggested to Moses to delegate judicial services instead of doing it all himself? His father-in-law, Jethro. He's a good, caring father-in-law. How long was Moses on Mount Sinai with God? 40 days and 40 nights, kind of like the ark. What did Aaron make at the demands of the Israelites while Moses was gone so long on Mount Sinai? A golden calf. What was Moses' response to what he saw when he returned from the mountaintop? He threw the tablets and they broke. What two beings were crafted to sit on top of the Ark of the Covenant?
Love. Just look for an Airbnb other guests have loved.
Winged cherubim. They're going like that, kind of. What color yarns were used to make the priestly garments? Blue, purple, and scarlet. What items alternated on the hem of the priestly garments? There were things dangling from the garments. They were bells and pomegranates. What happened to Aaron's sons Nadab and Abihu when they offered fire to the Lord against his command? Bad things. Fire came out from the presence of the Lord and consumed them. Which of the 12 tribes are the priests? Which tribe is the priestly tribe? The Levites. Ephraim and Manasseh are 2 tribes from one son of Israel. Which son was that? Joseph. Which tribe was to camp on the east side toward the sunrise and around the tent of meeting? Judah. Doing good. Who were Moses' first and second wives? Zipporah, and it was a Cushite woman, and we never learned her name. Bible doesn't say. Whose rod budded and produced almonds as God's way of confirming he was his chosen person to burn incense to the Lord? Aaron. Who succeeded Aaron as priest upon his death? Eleazar. We're almost done. What unexpected character prophesies the coming Messiah with help from a donkey? That was Balaam, the spiritualist. Who is named Moses' successor, knowing he will not be permitted to enter the promised land? Who came after Moses? Joshua. What is the first commandment? I am the Lord, you shall have no other gods before me. What Jewish holiday involves fasting, confession of sins, and a scapegoat? That is the Day of Atonement, or Yom Kippur. What celebration happens during the 50th year in which slaves are set free, property may be repurchased, and inheritances are restored? The year of Jubilee. How many witnesses are required to convict a man of any crime or offense he may have convicted according to Mosaic law? At least 2 or 3. That's it. You did great. Let me know what you think or how you did. Did you know most of them? That's it for today. See you tomorrow.